I know how.
That works.
See
that
that?
works. First shot is going down.
Buddy, watch this. This is 5-hole.
Now, when you accepted, it didn't say Pavel Barber, it said something else. Do you have a different name that you go by, or is that somebody else's account?
No, that's my real name. So Pavel Barber is kind of named after my favorite player, Pavel Datsyuk. So yeah, when I started YouTube, I had one name, Brandon Barber, that was like dedicated to Pavel Datsyuk highlights. So I put Pavel in there as like a placeholder, and then YouTube wouldn't let me change it after that. So I was just stuck with it, and here we are. First, I mean, just that Michigan picking the puck up. Yeah, it was just scooping that puck up on the heel, and then from there, everything else kind of evolves from that skill, right? Being able to pick the puck up on the stick and throw it behind the back and catch it and spin and whatever. It all started from, I guess, just learning that basic one, which blew all our minds back then, which now we'll watch like 5-year-olds do the Michigan. We'll be like, it's just an average Canadian 5-year-old. Like, won't even bat an eye at it today. But to us back then, that was like an insane trick. Well, favorite trick, I mean, probably like, I think the Zorro one where you just have it on the toe and you just whip it around on the ice. I just think there's a lot of options from there, and it's just fun to do. And I know the kids always ask me to demo that one for them, so I know they love it too. And I play floorball, so it's from there. That name is from floorball. They're these sticks that have this pocket at the end. It's like a small indent in the toe of the stick that allows you to kind of cup the puck in there. So it kind of originated from that, and then bringing it to the ice. And then Matthews did it in warm up, and everyone went nuts over it. And then yeah, I think with trick shots, patience, number one. Like, you're gonna mess up a lot, for sure. And then just like having a lot of pucks with you when you're doing it, because you don't want to be like chasing a puck down the ice. Like, that's what I did when I was young. You bring one puck and then you mess up, you have to chase the puck down the ice. So just having a bunch of pucks with you, having kind of a general understanding of what you need to do. Like, we tell the kids, like, when you're doing that Michigan one where you're picking the puck up, it's just like keeping that pressure down on the puck as you're getting ready to scoop up. That's the main thing, is just learning those fundamental things. And then from there, it depends on the trick you're doing after that. And sometimes it's keeping the bottom hand really loose. Sometimes if you're spinning the blade fully around, it's keeping both bottom and top hand loose. So you're just spinning the shaft around your hands. And yeah, I've been doing motion capture for them for about 5 years, dating back to, I think it was 2017, where they just put the dots on you and they just get you to do a bunch of, like, for me, I just do the stick handling. I don't do any skating or anything like that. So they just make you go through a bunch of moves that they want to introduce to the game. I was fortunate enough to, a couple of years back, bring new moves to the game. The Datsyuk move, the bank off the back of the net, chipping it off the boards and dodging a check, and fun stuff like that. And then this past year, they just reached out to me and a couple other creators and said, hey, like, we want to put you guys in the game, which, for me, like, as a kid growing up playing the game, that's like the dream. So it's, yeah, definitely very cool just to be, in the video game you played your whole life as a kid.
So there you go. You got into the NHL anyway.
Yeah. Exactly. And I'm rated 87, so I'm better than some NHL players in a video game somehow, which is very insulting to the NHL players, but it's fun.
Crazy.
Yeah, like the main part of my job, I actually just teach basic hockey fundamental skills. So I've got definitely a handful of guys reaching out, work with a handful of them on the ice or through video. A lot of guys like Warren Fogle, for example, sent me a bunch of videos of him doing breakaway moves, whether they went in or not, and just asked for a little bit of advice on the approach he was making, what he's looking for, things like that. Not so much the trick stuff. Like, I always tell kids, like, this trick stuff's fun, but it's a side thing. It's not even related to hockey in terms of like the NHL. These are just for fun, and we try and make that very clear in the videos. But definitely some NHL players, like, they're amazed by it and they ask about it, and a lot of them can do some pretty cool stuff you wouldn't know. Like I was on the ice with Taves, and he did this reverse sauce where usually you go like heel to toe and the puck rolls up the heel, and he was doing one where he slapped it from toe to heel, and it looks insane. And he was telling me Claude Giroux taught him it, and I'm on the ice and I'm like trying to learn this, and I was like, I did not get it. Absolutely. I think these guys have a good understanding that, they originally got into the game to enjoy it. So, tricks are a way to enjoy hockey, keep it fun and fresh. And when you step on the ice, it's fun and you have a good relationship with it. So it's like, I always try to tell that to parents, like, if it's overwhelming and all the kid is doing is tricks, obviously that's going to impact their development. But if they're doing it here and there and it keeps them on the ice for longer and it keeps them wanting to go back and back and back, then it's a positive. Yeah, I mean, from YouTube, one of the coolest things, we got to go to this helicopter accessible rink only for a Molson Canadian commercial. So that was in Invermere, BC. So yeah, we like near Calgary, and then they basically just fly you in a helicopter for like 10 minutes. And man, the ice up there, it was like 8,000 feet up. It was like, or the air up there is like hard to breathe. Like they told us to not skate hard. And I was like, I'm young, I'm in shape, I can skate hard. And I was absolutely gassed after like a couple minutes. I was like, all right, I'll chill. I won't skate too hard too long. That always stays in the back of my mind because I'm such a, I'm one of those guys that just like dreams to play on these epic rinks. And it's just like when you're there, it's just like nothing better, like nothing else is on your mind. And I mean, obviously the shootout one, I'm gonna be always pumped up. I love to see moves guys do and the creative stuff they do, but I'm a big fan of just the basic ones too, man. Like the fastest skater, target shooting, stuff like that. Like I love seeing that because it's like that's one event where you see guys go really, really hard, and it's pretty insane, like to see the speed at which these guys skate in person. Like I got to see all the all-stars in person. You see McDavid busting out there and you're just like blown away by how fast these guys can go.
Yeah, they're